Alright, so here's a story, a very sickening story that made the headlines this week. And again, we need to catch up on a lot of stories because there's still a lot of stories I didn't that I've recorded that I haven't put on my YouTube pages. But I'm slowly trying catching up though. But the one that's reached a story is a very sickening story with, yes, another female murder victim in a love spat gone wrong. And yeah, if I were to name all the type of the women, especially who have been murdered by these demonic beta males, again, I would be here till 10 in the morning naming them all, and so on. But, and again, and I've said that after the sickening murder of Kenise Jackson, and again, I've said that this should have been the rallying point where this would be a wake up call to prevent less and less Kenise Jacksons, which we all know it went unheeded because most Jamaicans are okay with the things as they are. We have yet another sacrifice to the crime devil, and this is Nickeisha Sterling. I think what's sickening about this is woman was basically involved with a guy that apparently is old enough to be her dad or granddad, because like her so-called partner was 2 years old, and she's 29. So if you do the math, you see that basically he was pretty much still in his 30s, way in his 30s when she was came out her mom's womb. And again, not to scratch the age dynamic and so on. But I think for us, like they were involved before she was legal. If I'm reading that wrong, I read some about this where she was in so on, but it's not listed here. But yeah, this is a very creepy dynamic, and was I understand that both of them share an 8-year-old child. Because but the zest of this is that this piece of POS, like does usual stuff, like okay, and I can guarantee that they had a very abusive relationship, and he accused her of stepping out on him. Yeah, and then rather than just leaving amicably or thinking about their child, this POS decided that okay, I'm just gonna kill this woman, hack her, I think, chop her up, and basically, and as a result, he's thrown his life away. And their child basically doesn't have the mother or father because the mother's dead, and the father is going his life is ruined because this guy's up there in age, and due to the sickening nature of the crime, like he's not good. He'll hopefully die in prison as he should. But the thing is that the poor child, because when these devils kill their significant others over stupid reasons, they don't think about their children when they do this. Because I can read so many stories where a lot of beta males, and no, I'm not going to leave out the females who do the same thing too, where they have shared children. There's a violent dynamic, and let's just be honest, some of these females, unfortunately, know what they're getting to do. These beasts, and then when they get enough courage to want to leave, unfortunately, it's too late. Because I can guarantee you, from what I understand, that this is the case with this woman, though. Like this woman was basically, like I said, like just in her late 20s and or whatsoever, and she basically her life was taken away from her before she could really see where how else her life could go. Because at this point, this woman's stuck in fervent age of 29 because she'll never get to see how her child's going to grow up. She's never probably going to be have no that chance of having any children or even any see her son have any grandchildren. But again, when you have devils like this is what the dynamic is. But here we go, Jamaica. We have yet another victim of the crime devil right here in Nickeisha Sterling. And I'm not going to say, hey, I knew this woman personally. I can vouch or say that she was this paragon of virtue who had this golden halo over her head. I don't know what the whole situation was, but all I can say is that this stuff like this just sickens me because we're hearing too many stories like this. And again, I'm not just going to limit to the women. Yeah, the women, a lot of cases with the women, because they get more sympathy. Yeah, but this is just a very sickening part of this devilish culture we have in Jamaica, where you have too many people that scarcity mindset, where they say, okay, if I can't have you, no one else can, and they don't think about their children while they're doing it. And again, I can guarantee this was a very abusive relationship because I'm pretty sure this guy, from what I understand, this guy's probably put hands on her before, and probably she wasn't smart enough to get out of that relationship sooner. And unfortunately, I'm guessing there's a part where she decided to get out of it and move on. And this devil, and again, I don't care how old this guy is at. This guy's old enough to know better. He said again, I'm going to do scarcity mindset policy and just make sure that if I can't have this woman, no one else can. And I hope this. I just regret that this guy didn't get jungle justice because that needs to have more. If a lot of these brutes would get these very swift and painful ends, like how they inflict on their victims. Hopefully, on a collective level, that would probably put the fear of God into a lot of these men who think that it's normal and normal to do this to their partners if things don't go the way they want. But that's all I have to say. Again, the crime beast has gotten another sacrifice, unfortunately, in Nickeisha Sterling, and that's all I have to say. So this is for State to Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check out my YouTube pages, Miles Goods and Fern, Miles Productions, and with thoughts and Miles. Ciao.